like you need your way and the way break your thin shield. I kick your home back in your door, keep fucking me low, and you set me on. Don't say it's on time, it's calling me you. Lost in the night with a door in this. Some kiss waves, your eyes holding mine, cut in you, music.
Well, happy Wednesday, and welcome to Dave's After Hours Trivia Club Live. Step inside the lounge, grab your drink of choice, and settle in. Here at Dave's After Dark, we stir up memories and test your smarts. And maybe, just maybe, teach you something new along the way. Anybody that was here Sunday, there was a lot of teaching going on. We do go live most Sundays, and usually on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific time. Now the doors swing open, the lights go low, and of course this is when the trivia starts to flow. While our robots quickly paint each scene, I serve up the clues, and you will take your best guesses as we'll be moving through tonight's 3 variety trivia categories. First, we'll be doing the top 20 Saturday Night Live cast members, so that should be some fun. And then we'll do the top 20 method actors of all time. And then finally, we'll do the top 20 toys that sparked kids' imaginations. So this is when we were growing up, pre-1980, let's say. This isn't just a trivia show, it's a fast-paced gauntlet of art, memory, and mystery. Let's see how many you can guess before the brush finishes its final strokes. Now, I did want to quickly mention our sponsor, davidhansenart.com. That just happens to be my website, where you can now find our live show's cover art that we've been showing on the screen behind my head there. And anyway, we got all kinds of wall art and merchandise available for your enjoyment. So do check that out sometime. You can get to that by the link on my channel page or at davidhansenart.com. Now, be sure to check in down in the chat. Say hello. This is where you'll be throwing out your guesses, or this is where you're just hanging out with the rest of the crew. I see Sandra's in the house. Good to have the early birds here, so that's awesome. So, all right, let's not waste any time, and let's just fire up those robots and cue our first video file. Now, I think you might know the rules. The rules are the robots paint, you guess, and I try to confuse you with clues along the way. So those are the rules. We're going to be doing the top 20 Saturday Night Live cast members of all time. So anyway, most of them will be pretty easy, I imagine. There's a couple more obscure ones, but we'll see. So we'll start at number 20, Saturday Night Live. Hey, Ramos, what's going on? Good to see you. Number 20, physical comedy was his playground, and he never left it. One half of a head-bopping duo you probably danced along with. Mango? You couldn't touch him, even if you tried. His sketches were absurd, high energy, and often shirtless. Yes. Not Martin Short. Good guess, though. This guy's known for... Now, was Martin Short a regular on Saturday Night Live? I don't even know for sure if he was. Was he? Maybe. This guy's known for Manga and one of the Butabi brothers. I didn't know that was their name, Butabi brothers, in A Night at the Roxbury. You guys see that movie? Night at the Roxbury? Who knows who this is? Kind of looks like Martin Short. Yeah, there you go, Rhombus. You got it. That's right. This is Mr. Chris Kattan. Chris Kattan. He was born in 1996, and it says here he passed away in 2003. Is that true? I didn't know that. Huh. Didn't know. Is that true? Or is that just... That's when he was on the show. Excuse me. Apologies. Chris is still fine. See? He's telling us he's fine. He was on the show from 96 to 2003. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. These are the show years. All right, this gentleman, number 19, deadpan delivery that could make silence funnier than a punchline. He was fired for being too blunt. Ironically, it made him a legend. Weekend Update never looked more laid back or lethal. He was known for OJ jokes and not backing down from them. Iconic for his brutality, his honesty on Weekend Update tenure. Okay, Rhombus has it. Sandra, good guess. And hang on to that, Sandra. My suspicion is that Mr. Chase may show up on this show. We will see. Yeah, Norm Macdonald. He told the truth a little too much, right? He was only on the show from 93 till 98. I guess that's long enough. 93 to 98. After his firing, Macdonald returned to host Saturday Night Live, and he did roast the network live. And it was classic Norm. He surprised everybody with his monologue. Doctor's in the house. What's going on? Good to see you. Yes, Norm Macdonald is correct. All right. Number 18 now. This one would have thrown me. So, I don't know if that means anything. This guy was on the show from 96 to 2002. Her musical characters, I would have known this. Her musical characters were as awkward as they were pitch perfect. Martha Stewart never felt so weirdly accurate. Often underrated, always hilarious. She nailed the balance between stiff and surreal. That is a balance, right? Stiff and surreal. Hey, Arita. What's going on? Gang's all here. Or part of the gang's all here. Glad to see you guys. Known for music teacher. Oh, incidentally, everybody say happy birthday to Arena. It is her birthday today. Yes. Known for music teacher Bobby Mohan Culp and Dead On Parodies. Does anybody know this gal's name? I mean, you recognize her from the skits, right? She played some hilarious bits. But does anybody know her name? Anna Gasteyer. Anna Gasteyer. I would have never gotten the name. Gasteyer once performed on Saturday Night Live while 9 months pregnant. How about that? Yeah, happy birthday, Ellie. All right, number 17. Sandra. He fell literally into fame. One season was all he needed to become a breakout star. The first update anchor setting the template for decades. His farewell, a series of pratfalls and a booming catchphrase. Yes, of course, you guys know this one. Sandra, Doctor. He's the original Weekend Update anchor and an early Saturday Night Live standout. Yes, of course. And he went on to do many movies. He had a rather successful career. Mr. Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase. You know, he was only on the show for 2 years, 75 and 76. Did you know that? Yeah. I'm Chevy Chase, and you're not. Is correct, Doctor. Yes. And it became an instant classic, cocky, weird, and unforgettable. Yeah, there he is. He looks young there. Very young. Very young. We were all younger then. That's the way it works. All right, this one I would have never gotten, so good luck, folks. Number 16. This guy was on the show, though, for 10 years, 2012 to 2022. She anchored laughs for decades and left with tears. Her characters were equal parts absurd and sincere. She could go from drunk girl at a party to heartfelt political satire. She is known for characters like Girl You Wish You Hadn't Started a Conversation With, Not Sandra O'Hare. And again, I wouldn't have... This is years when I didn't watch the show, I'm afraid. I didn't keep watching it. I sure watched this show, though, through college and then a few years after college and all that. Yeah, definitely. One of the longest tenured women in Saturday Night Live history. Not Sandra O'Hare. Who is this? Anybody know? Any guesses? I would have never got it. You know, the robots have trouble with teeth. You ever notice that? She's got like some spinach or something. Cecily Strong. Cecily Strong. Does that ring a bell with anybody? Cecily Strong. Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. I think that's the only one in the whole list that people wouldn't know at all. Yeah. You know this guy. His sketches were pure chaos in the best way. You never knew what he'd say, and neither did he. Brian Fellows' Safari Planet was educational, sort of. He lit up the screen with unpredictable energy. Yes. You recognized him from the picture, didn't you, Doctor? Sometimes the robots are good enough where you can just get them. You don't need my clues. Probably most of the time. Unforgettable for wild characters and a post-Saturday Night Live comedy rise. Yeah, he did great after being on the show. You know, he was on the show from 96 through 2003. Tracy Morgan is, of course, correct. You're right. Let's see, what else can I say about Tracy Morgan? Morgan once told Lorne Michaels is the producer, director guy, he didn't do impressions. Just Tracy Morgan in different wigs. That's fair. That's fair, Tracy. That's fair. All right. He doesn't do impressions. All right, you know this guy. Number 14. On the show from 75 to 79. Back in the day. My college days. One part mad scientist, one part slick huckster. The fast-paced talking king of absurd product pitches. He wrote, he acted, and he sold a bag of glass with conviction. He partnered with Belushi to form Saturday Night Live's first super duo. Yeah, Doctor, you are of course correct. And Sandra, you are more correct. That is correct, of course. This is Mr. Dan Aykroyd. He did go on to quite a career. Aykroyd wrote Bass-O-Matic. Do you remember the Bass-O-Matic? Who remembers the Bass-O-Matic? One of the weirdest and most watched in Saturday Night Live history. And then do you remember the Bass-O-Matic when they did that skit where the famous old lady that was the chef, celebrity chef. Oh my gosh. Okay, Dan Aykroyd is correct. Yeah. What was that skit where he played the gal that's the celebrity chef? Oh, it was dark. Okay, I think you know this gal. Number 13. Whether playing a ghost story survivor or Ginsburg, she went there. Her alien abduction sketch made the cast break every time. Emotionally bizarre and joyfully unhinged. This gal's on the show from 2012 to 2022. She is a chameleon with heart, grit, and supreme weirdness. No, it's not Gilda Radner, but hang on to that one too, Sandra. You never know. Known for her impressions and boundary-pushing characters. This is a more modern character. She's in lots of movies now. Who knows who this is? Her Hillary Clinton sketch after the 2016 elections, sung entirely in character, was unforgettable. There you go, Doctor. You're onto it. The doctor's onto it. Who can help the doctor finish the answer? Kate somebody. How about Kate McKinnon? There you go. Tip of the tongue. All right, let's do number 12. Now, from Target Lady to Dunice, she thrived on the fringe. Her characters had a way of being wildly off, but weirdly lovable. She owned the 2000s Saturday Night Live era with fearless commitment. 2005 to 2012 were her years on the show. She was often paired with surprise musical numbers and bizarre voices. Yeah. Rhombus has it. She helped usher in a new golden age for female-led comedy. Yeah. And obviously, she's super big now. She made it big. She gets paid a pretty penny nowadays. Kristen Wiig is correct. Kristen Wiig. Wiig has the second most character debuts in Saturday Night Live history. Only Will Ferrell has more characters. There you go. Yeah. There she is. Wow, she looks pretty good at the award show, huh? Kind of dolled up a bit. I guess she's a comedy actress, so she has to dress it down for the comedy. Number 11, also very successful these days. Musical impressions, nailed. Celebrities, nailed harder. Her Beyonce might actually be more entertaining than the real thing. How about the robot saying that? I'm impressed. Her Beyonce might actually be more entertaining than the real thing. Always down for a weird voice or a dance move. She gave us laughs from Oprah to Kamala. She does a good, I'm sorry, Kamala. Not Kamala, Kamala. Do I have that right? So, Doctor, not quite. You got the first name right. Now, was that her? Did she have a maiden name and then a married name? I'm not familiar with the last name you put there, Doctor. Yeah, she is. She's the bride from the Bridesmaid. But who has a different last name for her? Maya something. Not Angelou. Although I like that. That has a ring to it. And she has a famous mother as well. I don't know if you knew that. Yes, Doctor, that is correct. Maya Rudolph. Who remembers her mother? Anybody? I'll leave that question dangling. And if anybody types in her mother later, and I'll try to remember to come back to that. Let's move up. This gentleman sang songs about holidays, lunch ladies, and gibberish. Yes, he did. Characters were often childlike, but audience ate it up. His blend of goofiness and music was Saturday Night Live gold. Big on silly voices and unexpected sincerity. Exactly. Louise Jefferson. I like that answer, but that is incorrect. And this, Billy Madison is correct for this one. although Rhombus may have the more correct answer, perhaps. I'm not sure how we're going to look at this. The Hanukkah song, you guys remember that? The Hanukkah song and a post-Saturday Night Live movie, Empire. Right, Adam Sandler. Sandler was famously fired from Saturday Night Live. Did you know that? And then he came back 24 years later to host. And he sang about how he got fired. How about that? Anyway, Maya Rudolph's mom was named Minnie Riperton. Minnie Riperton. Anybody remember a soul singer named Minnie Riperton? She had a couple hits. Yeah. There you go. The Opera Man. I know. He was awesome. All right. Number 9. You know this guy right away. I do not need to read any clip. He didn't just revive Saturday Night Live. He resuscitated it. He was only on the show from 80 to 84. Characters like Buckwheat and Mr. Robinson ruled the early 80s. He was hilarious at that time. Hilarious. He often played multiple roles in a single sketch flawlessly. His charisma was electric, and his timing was impeccable. Yes, from us. Yeah, I think this is Buckwheat. Isn't this Buckwheat? Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. I know that was a crack up, and the Buckwheat was good too. every character, but Gumpy. How about Gumpy? Oh my goodness. He almost single-handedly saved the show during a slump. Eddie Murphy is, of course, correct. Again, he's on the show from 80 to 84. Murphy once hosted Saturday Night Live while still a cast member. Something no one else has ever done. Dude, somebody not show up or they had to can somebody at the last minute. He hosted when he was still on the show. I didn't know that fact. That's a fast fact for you. Fast fact for you. Speaking of F words, number 8. Glasses, wit, and a pen sharper than any punchline. She co-anchored Weekend Update and co-wrote the new Millennium's SNL voice. Okay. Because she started in year 2000. She was on the show from 2000 to 2006. She later created 30 Rock, turning her own career into comedy gold. Correct, Doctor. Her Sarah Palin impression became the stuff of political legend. That was good. It was very good. Head writer, update anchor, and post Saturday Night Live TV mogul. Yeah, she's made a few bucks. Did you get my joke about the F word? Yeah, there you go. Tina Fey. Tina Fey. Oh, it wasn't that great a joke. All right. Faye was the first female. Oh, there's some more F words. Faye was the first female head writer in SNL's history, changing the game from behind the scenes and on screen. There she is. Tina Fey. All right. All right. Down to number 7. We know all of these now, right? Top 7, my goodness. Brash, brainy, and brilliant. Sometimes all in the same sketch. She played Hillary Clinton with icy composure and manic energy. She's one half of the best update duo ever. Possibly. There are a lot of good duos. She can swing from absurd to grounded without missing a beat. She starred on Weekend Update and helped redefine sketch versatility. She, of course, went on to star in several movies and, of course, a very successful TV series. Yeah, there you go. The doctor has it. What's the name of her TV series? Anybody know? Amy Poehler is the correct answer. 2001 to 2008 was her tenure on the show. Poehler and Faye's chemistry helped redefine what female-led comedy could be on TV and beyond. Yeah. What's the name of her big hit show? Anybody remember? There you go, Doctor. Yeah. Parks and Recreation is correct. Plays a pretty funny character on there. Yeah. All right, top 6. Here we go. This one will not be a surprise to you. She made weird lovable before it was cool. Now let's see if I can say this properly. Rosanna Dana, and Emily Latella still echo in comedy classrooms. Emily Latella. I'm not placing that, but Rosanna Dana. Her characters were pure heart wrapped in chaos. Yeah. Yeah, now it's time, Sandra. Keep those answers around. Keep them handy. Comedy legend with a cult following that spans generations. Yeah. Gilda Radner. 1975 through 1980 on the show. Gilda's legacy was so powerful, it inspired the creation of Gilda's Club, a support network for cancer patients and families. That's right. She suffered from cancer. Hey, Kevin's in the house. Good to see you, Kevin. Getting the gang back together. Getting the band back together. For the top 5. It is time for the top 5 Saturday Night Live stars of all time. And this guy's definitely one of them. Sardonic, laid back, and never trying too hard. His sketches felt like improv at its most perfect. The anti-performer. All these clues are great. If that makes sense. It does make sense. He made Nick the Lounge Singer a low-key legend. Yeah, Doctor. And Kevin. Does it look like David Spade rhombus? I don't know. Maybe a little. Unfortunately, David Spade did not make the list. Unfortunately. He helped define Saturday Night Live's transition into subtle, sarcastic comedy. Yeah, he did. Bill Murray. He went on to quite a movie career, didn't he? Murray wasn't in the original cast, but he made it feel like he'd been there since day one. Yeah, he definitely fit in with the rest of the gang, didn't he? Bill Murray. He was only on the show from 77 through 80. 77 through 80. There he is, Nick the Lounge Singer. Yeah, there he is. All right. Number 4. I think you know this one. His volume was set to 11, and so were the laughs. He brought absurd commitment to characters, like the cheerleader and his George Bush. He could steal a sketch with one line or one scream. He had no fear, and we loved him for it. He dominated late 90s Saturday Night Live with sheer comedic force. Yeah, and I'd say he went on to make a few dollars doing movies as well. And here he is Alex Trebek. Yeah. Ramos, I think you got that one first, didn't you? Yeah. Kevin? Will Ferrell is correct. It's the sketches with Jeopardy with Sean Connery, right? Yes. Ferrell's cowbell sketch, remember that? Has become one of the most quoted of all time. Yes, we still need more cowbell. More cowbell. He's showing his stomach with the shirt that doesn't quite cover. That is a hilarious sketch. All right, top 3. Here we go. Now this picture is a little harder to read, but good luck. Loud, raw, and magnetic. You couldn't look away from this guy. He created chaos as a samurai, a bee, and a blues brother. The first true rock star of sketch comedy. He was the first true star of this show. His performances burn fast, bright, and unforgettable. Yes, Rhombus. Yes, indeed. Yake. Not Jim Belushi, Mr. Artie. Not Jim. That's Jim's brother. Yes. Yes, Sandra. Hey, Mr. Artie, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see some of these old familiar faces back in the house. An original cast member and a force of comedic nature. Belushi was the first Saturday Night Live cast member to host the show while still appearing weekly. Oh, so Eddie Murphy did it later. It must have been because somebody didn't show up or something. John Belushi. There we go. All right, now I don't know what's up with the robots, but they picked two people above John Belushi. So there you go. So here we go. Who could that be? Number 2. This gentleman made everyone else look better. He was that good. Game show host, sleazy salesman, Trump before Trump. He nailed them all. And in this case, Sinatra. He was nicknamed the Glue for holding the entire sketch together. He balanced absurdity and calm with surgical precision. Yeah, Doctor had it first, Kevin. You got it as well. Keep trying, Martin Short. He's not on the list, Rhombus. I hate to say it. He's Canadian, right? Martin Short, is he Canadian? I think so. I think Phil Hartman might be Canadian. Am I wrong about that? I'm not sure. The ultimate utility player, Phil Hartman. Hartman once rewrote a sketch during dress rehearsal to make it funnier. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Phil was good. So you see, the robots appreciated him. They put him in at number 2 on our list tonight. Oh, yeah, well, we don't know about that, Kevin. Shh. I think there was something to that, yes. Yes. All right. You know this guy, more recent, 2005 to 2013 on the show, but he does lots of movies and things now, TV shows, movies, whatever. His characters were strange, brilliant, and completely unpredictable. You never saw a Stefan sketch without someone breaking, usually him. He could play a Bond villain and a game show lunatic in the same night. A master of impressions, voices, and physical nuance. He helped redefine Saturday Night Live's modern era with heart and high weirdness. Mr. Artie, Jim Carrey's a good guess. But I think Kevin's onto it. Yeah, there he is. Bill Hader is correct, or Hader, or however you like to say it. Bill Hader, I guess. I don't hate her. I had her. Ooh, I don't know which one's better. Hader had such bad stage fright early on, though. He once threw up before the sketches. Hard to believe, given how flawlessly he looked on screen. Stefan is correct. All right, well, that was kind of fun, huh? You guys did pretty well. I think there were only maybe one and a half that kind of threw you there. you had them all. Stuart's in the house. What's going on, man? Hey, you missed the Saturday Night Live, but we got a couple more rounds coming up, so hang on. And let me do a quick intermission sketch, and then we'll move on. Okay, we're gonna do for the two intermissions. We're gonna do a quick 90-second quiz on Tyrants of the World. Okay. So give me a 90-second break here, and you can enjoy this one on the way, and see if you can get it. Well, looks like you guys are on to this one. I think Sandra has a premonition now, so hang on to that answer, Sandra. Once again, Genghis Khan is of course correct. I think I don't know who had it first. Kevin, Stuart. You guys were all on to that one. It's too easy, right? No clues though. Just pictures, just robots. All right, let's move on. Let's do round 2. Here we go. Alrighty. You guys know the rules. Robots paint, you guess, and I give the clues that are marginally helpful along the way. Now, we're going to be doing the top 20 method actors of all time. So, really good actors, and to be honest, they could be actresses as well. Okay? So, actors or actresses. Either way. Looks like we have a double intro here. All right, here we go. Number 20. Top 20 method actors or actresses of all time. Now, this lady's roles are quiet storms, emotionally rich and quietly devastating. She vanished so deeply into grief, audiences swore she was living it. Her process involves intense emotional recall and lived memory work. She broke hearts in Blue Valentine and Manchester by the Sea. Who knows who this is? This is an actress, by the way. Oh. Anybody know? Who's this? Famous actress. She played Marilyn Monroe once. She played Marilyn Monroe. She was in Manchester by the Sea. It's what she's most famous for. Won an Oscar, I believe. Sandra! Yes. Way to save it for the team at the last minute. Michelle Williams. She describes her roles as emotional archaeology, digging up feelings most would like to bury. Ooh. All right, you know this guy. Number 19. He's a body chameleon. He changes his body. Bulk today, bones tomorrow. Some call it dedication. Others call it medically questionable. So he does body transformation is his method. He morphed for The Machinist, Batman Begins, and Vice. His extreme physical changes are legend in Hollywood circles. There you go. Kevin. Looks like McConaughey a little bit, right? McConaughey's a bit of a method man himself, isn't he? Christian Bale is correct. Bale once told the director he didn't care about the role's psychological demands, just how much weight he needed to lose. Yeah, Christian Bale. It looks like Kevin might have had it first there. Yeah. Nice. Sandra, you had it. Very good. There he is, Christian Bale. Batman. A body chameleon. All right, here's the guy that people say I look like. So take that with a grain of salt. This guy could disappear into roles without disappearing off the radar. Directors loved him because he brought characters to life before filming. His prep involved months of mental immersion and deep research. He stunned audiences in Capote and The Master with layered performances. Yeah. You guys are all getting it. Looks like Stewart, maybe? Yeah. And then Dr. Helping Stewart complete the answer. So what do you think? Do I look like him? A little bit? No? People used to say that a lot. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Hoffman's prep was so intense he often knew more about his characters than the screenwriters did. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of sad that he passed so young. That was too bad. Yeah, good actor. You think so, Stuart? Uncanny? There were days. There were days where I think I kind of agreed with it, but not always. Yeah, okay, number 17. Speaking of tragic, he locked himself away for weeks and didn't come out the same. His diary as the Joker was equal parts chilling and brilliant. He kept a diary. Being the Joker. Great. He committed so hard, some say the role haunted him. His Dark Knight Joker became iconic and terrifying. Yes. You guys know this method actor. Another sad story, right? Took method acting to a psychological extreme to play Chaos Incarnate. Chaos Incarnate. Right there. There is Chaos Incarnate. You are correct, Mr. Heath Ledger. Ledger reportedly practiced that voice and laugh in front of a mirror for hours a day until it felt inhuman. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a dark character. Yes. Of course, Joaquin Phoenix did a great job with it later, and that must have been hard to play it after. Um, anyway, they both played it well. All right, 16. See if you know this guy. He's a method actor. You know him for comedy, but his drama work hits different. In Requiem for a Dream, he turned off the jokes and the outside world. He lived like his character, rejecting comforts and comedy alike. His serious roles show a deeply methodical transformation. He left audiences stunned by his depth in serious, immersive performances. Yeah, Kevin. You are correct. So yeah, I think the first time he went away from comedy, it kind of surprised everybody. But that happens a lot, right, with actors. You know, they can't believe Robin Williams. Good example, right? Not Eddie Murphy. Kevin has it. Marlon Wayans. Yeah, that's correct. Wayans stayed in character so completely his co-stars found it eerie. This from the guy who once wore a white chick mask. That's right. Do you remember that movie? White Chicks? Oh, okay, there you go. All right. Another method actor. This gentleman absorbed accents and mannerisms until they were second nature. He became Idi Amin so convincingly he scared the real Ugandan exiles. They were spooked. Thought Idi came back to life. He stayed in character on and off the set, unsettling his colleagues. His Oscar-winning role in The Last King of Scotland was pure method. Who knows who this one is? Oh, you already have it. Wow. Maddow came in the house and dominated. Although everybody got it right afterwards. Rhombus Stewart. Kevin. You were quick, Maddow. Quick. Forrest Whitaker is correct. Hey, we have the band all back together. I'm glad the gang's all here. The band is back playing again. Very good. Whitaker learned Swahili and even gained weight to mirror Amin's physical presence. Talk about commitment. There you go. Method actor. Method actor. Yeah. All right. Number 14. His coworkers got presents they didn't ask for, like dead rats. He vanishes into his roles, sometimes to everyone's discomfort. For Dallas Buyers Club, he dropped serious pounds and gender norms. His Joker antics are infamous, even behind the scenes. Known for going too far in the name of method acting. All right, Maddow, I don't know if everybody's going to be happy to see you. I'm not sure. You're correct. Jared Leto. Leto once said he didn't break character, even in his dreams. That's either method genius or horror movie pitch. Yes. Correct. You are now all correct. Stuart, just keep pounding that Matthew McConaughey, you know? It might be on the list, I'm not sure. Yeah, Jared Leto. Very good. All right. Number 13. He took hypnosis lessons just in case he got stuck in a sunken place. What? He prepared in isolation to tap into emotional rage and focus. He's known for restrained intensity built on deep immersion. Yeah, I may have delivered that incorrectly, Stuart. British actor who uses modern method to channel radical emotion. He delivered unforgettable performances in Get Out and Judas and the Black Messiah. Who knows who this is? Anybody know? Get Out and Judas and the Black Messiah. He's like one of the hottest black actors today. Hot. He's hot. Very hot. Anybody know? No? Nobody's got it? I don't know. Maybe we're just having slow internet. This is Daniel Kaluuya. Kaluuya. However you say that. Kaluuya. Danielle. There you go. Hot. Number 12. This guy's definitely a method actor. And no, Stuart, it's not Matthew McConaughey. He doesn't just act, he morphs morally and physically. He got jacked and embedded with real hate groups for American History X. One of Hollywood's most analytical performers. Scary, smart, and methodical. Maddow. There you go. I knew Stuart had that last one. It's just the Starlink, man. Just the Starlink. One of the Hollywood's most analytical performers. I already said that. He plays both villains and victims with equal believability. He's known for intense character and preparation and moral depth. And you are correct. It is Mr. Edward Norton. Edward Norton. Norton is infamous for rewriting scripts mid-shoot because sometimes method means taking the pen to. Yeah, Edward Norton is correct. Very good. Yeah. All right, we have lots of good actors. Method actors, in fact. We're down to number 11. So not top 10 yet. Excuse me. This gentleman sold his home and starved himself to feel a role's despair. There you go. He learned to play piano from scratch. No CGI hand doubles here. He lived alone without a phone for months to feel wartime isolation. He's a method actor. The pianist wasn't just a role. It was a personal transformation. Kevin! Very good. Yeah, you are correct. Very good. He went full immersion to portray a Holocaust survivor. Adrian Brody is correct. Very good. You got that. Brody became the youngest Best Actor Oscar winner at the time. And he kissed Halle Berry to celebrate. I don't remember that, but I guess that's well known at the show. The pianist. The pianist, yeah. Yeah. All right, well, that means we're down to the top 10. So, let's do that. Number 10. He once stayed up for 3 nights just to look tired. Dedication or insomnia? Have you ever stayed up for 3 nights? Yeah. You're kind of a different person after 3 nights. For Marathon Man, he kept his distance from the cast to stay emotionally raw. His colleagues didn't always appreciate his intensity, but it did work. It did work. No, you missed Christian Bale earlier, Madame. He was on earlier. Hey, very good. You guys got it. Rhombus, you beat Stuart by a hair. That internet thing. He took method to physical extremes, delivering unforgettable performances. And there he is, Mr. Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman. I don't know. I don't remember which movie this is from. Mrs. Robinson? When Hoffman explained his exhaustion on set, Laurence Olivier quipped, "Why don't you just try acting?" So Dustin Hoffman felt like he needed to really be exhausted for the role. And Laurence Olivier said, "Why don't you just try acting?" Hilarious. Oh, Stuart had the full correct answer. Yes. Doctor is trying to pull his Tootsie. Yes. It was Rhombus pulling a doctor. All right, number 9. She trained with live birds for one role and didn't get pecked once. Her preparation style blends grace with gritty realism. She stayed in emotionally taxing environments to stay in it. She shined in Batman Returns and Dangerous Liaisons with haunting precision. She uses immersive techniques to elevate complex, emotionally fraught roles. Very good. Very good. But now, Kevin. Who did somebody have it before that? Yeah. You guys all got it though. Wow. Kevin, Madame, Stuart, Sandra. Yeah, very good. Pfeiffer's Catwoman suit was so tight she could barely breathe. That sounds good. There you go. Yeah, we won't worry about the spelling. Speaking of another Joker, he lost 52 pounds and a bit of his sanity for one iconic role. He refused to break character even between scenes. He said Joker was the hardest experience of his life, physically and mentally. He built an entire backstory for the character Arthur Fleck without it ever being shown. He's known for intense immersion and psychological strain in every role. And yeah, you guys know that one too. Stuart! Yeah, very good. Yeah. Doctor? Joaquin is Joker in Spanish? Really? Joaquin Phoenix, of course. Great. He's played a lot of great characters, right? Commodus in Gladiator. Ooh. Phoenix once walked off a talk show in character to keep the illusion alive. It's like an Andy Kaufman move, right? You guys remember Andy Kaufman? Kings in the house! What's going on, man? The band is back together for sure. We're doing method actors and we're down to the top 7. Number 7. He rebelled on screen and off with raw, real emotion. His life mirrored his roles, restless, intense, and tragically short. One of the first actors to bring Stanislavski's teachings to Hollywood youth. Rebel Without a Cause wasn't just a movie, it was his biography. He defined method acting for a generation of brooding screen idols. Yeah, all right, you guys all know this. Who got it first? Madal? Yeah, you guys all got it though. King, Captain, Star, Doctor. Yeah, there you go. James Dean, there he is. Dean only starred in 3 major films, but his method style left a mark that still echoes today. James Dean, there he is. I think I've told you the James Dean story, but, well, you know, it's not that much of a connection, but where he died is near San Luis Obispo, where I went to college, and so every time we went over to Yosemite or Sequoia, we had to go right by the site of where the crash of his Porsche Spider was. Yeah. James Dean. There you go. Sandra, James Dean was beautiful. Yes, he was. All right, number 6. Speaking of beautiful boys, this gentleman slept in dead animals. That's his method. He ate raw bison liver or the revenant, even though he's a vegetarian. Did you know that? He endured freezing temperatures and near hypothermia to stay in character. Good. He's known for completely surrendering to physical and psychological hardship. So, I remember him in the Howard Hughes movie, right? What was that one called? The Howard Hughes movie. He was good. I liked him in that. Yeah. Yeah, Leo. Kevin. I think you had it first. Stuart. Mado. King. Oscar winner, famed for immersive prep and grueling dedication. DiCaprio once cut his hand during a scene and kept acting, blood and all. It made it into the final cut. Leonardo DiCaprio, The Aviator. Yeah, The Aviator. I like that movie. Aviator. Yeah, there you go. Kind of like the Howard Hughes story. All right, number 5. She's a method actress. She learns accents like most people learn recipes. She played a Polish Holocaust survivor after mastering the language. She mastered Polish for the role. She learned violin for music of the heart and actually played it on the camera. She uses deep psychological study to inhabit roles fully. Wow. Known for impeccable realism and total transformation. It kind of looks like Glenn Close, but it's not. It does kind of look like Glenn Close. Yeah, it's from Sophie's Choice, I believe. That's what throws you, I think. Yeah, you're right, Sandra. Yes. Yeah. Sandra has it. Meryl Streep is correct. I can see why people thought it was Glenn Close from the picture. Streep often builds elaborate internal timelines for her characters, even if they're never mentioned in the script. Yeah, I'm glad. Hey, we threw you on that one. I like that. Robots fooled you. Yay, robots! I doubt if we're going to fool you on this one. He drove a cab for real to become Travis Bickle. He gained 60 pounds and broke his body for a raging bull. He filed his teeth down for Cape Fear. Filed his teeth. His commitment redefined film realism in the 70s and 80s. He is a method giant who dives into roles with transformative intensity. Yes. Who had it first? Kevin? There you go. Yeah, Bobby D. Bobby D. So, yeah, I'm still refusing to do the top 20 Bobby D movies, but I will do it. I will do it. Maybe Pacino first, but I'll do De Niro eventually. De Niro learned Sicilian for The Godfather. Did you know that? Just so he could do one monologue. There you go. Well, that's dedication. Yeah. You talking to me? You talking to me? All right. Here's a method actor. He lived in a 19th century cabin, no power, no plumbing for a role. He stayed in a wheelchair offset for months while filming My Left Foot. That's a method actor. He became a real butcher for Gangs of New York. Didn't know that. I love that movie, Gangs of New York, right? He's known for disappearing so completely, people forgot his real name. Yeah. Kevin, anybody get it before you? No. No, they didn't. Stuart, Maddow, gang. Yeah. Daniel Day-Lewis. One of the most immersive, intense, and selective actors in cinema history. This is in, what you call it? Last of the Mohicans, right? I like that movie. I love that movie. Day-Lewis retired multiple times, but somehow keeps returning to blow everyone's minds again. There you go, Daniel Day-Lewis. Bill the Butcher. Or, yeah. Oh. There he is. All right, number 2. You know this guy. He stuffed cotton in his cheeks to create Don Corleone's jowls. He didn't memorize lines if he didn't feel like it. He trained under the method acting master like James Dean did, Stanislavski. He changed the game with raw emotional honesty and street realism. The original method Godfather, both literally and stylistically. Yes. Of course, everybody knows. Maddow. Yeah. Kevin, King, everybody, Stuart. Yes. Marlon Brando. Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad he kind of went off the rails. It'd have been great to see him in a lot more movies. Brando once said, acting is lying for a living. Okay. Lying for a living. On the day my daughter is to be married, can you believe it? No. And number 1 is kind of related. All right. This guy watched gangsters read court transcripts, watch gangsters, read court transcripts, and shadowed cops. His characters walk a razor's edge between explosive and eerie. He's known to stay in character for days or weeks on end. He brought Scarface and The Godfather to life with searing realism. Yes. Storm! Come on! Rumbas! Hello, everybody! Yeah. The ultimate method actor, known for passion, precision, and intensity. Pacino's prep for Serpico included living among real New York cops and protesting corruption with them. There you go. Are you talking to me? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that was fun. Method actors. You guys know them all, didn't you? I think you got them all. Yeah, between you. And you were fast. You know, that's what happens when the band gets back together, you know, they get good. All right, let's do a quick 90-second intermission quiz. Yeah. Doctor and Sandra both have that one. Oh, what are you trying to say there? Trying to say something. All right. Let's do our last round tonight. Here we go. Course correct. You know, he was the first Tsar of Russia, Ivan. You know the rules. Robots paint, you guess. I give the clues. Let's do the top 20 toys that sparked kids' imaginations in the 60s and 70s. Okay? And even before that. Anything pre-80, okay? Here we go. Number 20. With this toy in your living room, you became a global travel agency. You click, flip, and suddenly you were staring at the Grand Canyon. Movie scenes, nature shots, it had reels for everything. Now, I know a lot of us call these things different things, but I'm looking for the correct answer, not just a kind of correct answer. Viewfinder is not the official name. A stereoscopic toy that let kids explore the world through 3D image reels. This was called a view. 1939. This was made a long time ago. Anybody know? View. Kevin. Thank you. Save the team. Viewmaster, not viewfinder. NASA used modified Viewmasters to train astronauts. Did you know that? How about that? Yeah. NASA used it to train astronauts. There you go. Number 19. Yeah, now this is 1965. So this is right in my kid era. When I was a kid. Forget freehand. This toy made geometry look like magic. Maybe this is why I became an architect. Wheels, rings, and colored pins spun hypnotic artwork. It was part of a drawing tool, part psychedelic time machine. There you go. It made even non-artists feel like they were design geniuses. Not a light bright. Not a light bright. Anybody remember what those things are? Those are good clues. It made even non-artists feel like design geniuses. A swirling gear-based drawing kit that made hypnotic patterns. Anybody remember? There you go, Stuart. Very good. Yeah, you remember you'd stick the pin in a certain spot, and the gears would kind of turn against each other, and you'd make incredible designs with the spirograph. Yeah, spirograph. Very good. Yeah. Sacred geometry. Exactly. Like a ayahuasca trip, but you could draw it instead. You can make them at home. Oh yeah, now, I think I've talked about this toy before. This is one of my favorite toys because it actually kept working for years. These two had beef, had a beef, and it was entirely plastic. A red robot and a blue one duked it out in a mini ring. Land the right uppercut, and boom, the head pops up. It was boxing minus the bruises, plus lots of giggles. Yeah, Kevin. That is correct. That is even the correct name, right? It was a mechanical toy featuring battling robots and satisfying knockouts. Yeah. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, 1964. The robots originally had names, Red Rocker and Blue Bomber, making them the first toy box rivals. All right, we're moving on. Tinker Toys. I'm going to let you guys... oh, I'm sorry. I gave this one away, so you're going to enjoy this while I tend to a little thing that's going on behind me, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. We got a little birthday party going in the background, and I am being asked for, so we got to finish this round. Where are we done sitting up? Anyway, this was Tinker Toys. So there you go. Can you tell? Could you tell from the picture? You still can't get it, even though I told you what it was. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, we'll finish this round, then I'll go attend to my birthday party. All right. All right, number 16 coming up. Now, pay attention to it being real colorful, right? These colorful vinyl pieces stuck around, literally. Your canvas was smooth, your paint was reusable shapes. Scenes could be arranged endlessly, like toddler theater seats. From superheroes to fairy tales, you could direct the whole show. A reusable sticker set that let kids create infinite scenes. Now, yes, that is why Arena's being so quiet. We've got the whole fam damly is showing up right now. So I need to finish my show. Yes. You guys remember the name of this? There were little pieces of vinyl that were colored, and you could rearrange them, and it was really cool. I had most of these toys. I gotta say, I was a spoiled brat. Yeah. Anybody remember the name of this one? Color Forms. All the way back in 1951. Color Forms. Stinky Dinks. That must be it. Okay, now, I think you'll know this one. Number 15. This is a chain of chaos, one hook at a time. One wrong monkey move and collapsed. It came in a plastic barrel and required a surgeon's precision. Silly, simple, frustrating, and weirdly addictive. Yes, okay, you guys know this one. Oh, you think it's American-centric? Toys are toys? Maybe. What did you guys have over there? Yeah, Barrel of Monkeys is correct. Yes. I think maybe Kevin had that first. I don't know. Maybe a little American-centric, I guess. I don't know. It was originally pitched as a crib companion. Until someone realized this is way more fun as a party game. Did you have the Barrel of Monkeys? Okay. Yeah. It's the Action Man instead of the G.I. Joe. Well, hang on to that. That may come up. I bet you had these. Now, this is 1960. Now, you had to shake it to erase it. I probably had 3 or 4 of these over the years. I think I took one to college. Twist knobs to draw. Repeat forever. The original undo button was shaking it like a snow globe. Yes, okay, you guys know this one. Yes, etch a sketch is correct. Etch a sketch. A mechanical drawing toy using aluminum powder. Did you know it was aluminum powder? Probably very toxic, right? Yeah, probably horrible stuff. And it used static. Yeah. The Etch-a-Sketch debuted at the 1960 Toy Fair and sold 600,000 units by Christmas that year. Wow. Popular toy. That's correct. You guys remember these things? Did you guys have one of these? I loved it. I did love it. Oh, Stuart. I don't think that's true. I'm not sure about it. What? Norton? That doesn't sound good. All right, number 13. It bounced, it stretched, and it lifted comic strips. Magic goo. Yeah, I used to use it to lift comic strips, right? It came in a little egg. No yolk. From newspaper impressions to mini catapults, it did it all. A science mistake turned toy miracle. This was a science mistake. A stretchy, bouncy goo that copied ink and entertained endlessly. And yeah, you guys know this one too. There you go. Silly putty is correct. I'll let you guys sort out who got it first. Looks like maybe Rama's got that. All right. Silly putty was originally developed as a rubber substitute during World War II, but it ended up in Easter baskets instead. Came in an egg. There it is. Seems like it would have like maybe CIA implications. The agent could use it to copy the files. It was invented by the U.S. military. Yeah, there you go. All right. I know you guys wanted this one. This was invented all the way back in 1916. And Honest Abe would approve of your rustic cabins. Slot the logs together and voila! Instant frontier living. Great for houses, forts, and bear traps. Ask any 6-year-old. This was the pre-Lego architecture in log form. Yeah. It's a prerequisite for C4. That's fun. Yes, Kevin, once again, you are correct. This is the Lincoln Logs. And I love these too. I love these. I had all these different building things, right? And giant boxes. You can mix and match. You can use Lincoln Logs and Legos and Tinker Toys, and you build things all in one place. Interlocking wood logs for building frontier-style structures. Did you know that these were actually invented by Frank Lloyd Wright's son? Huh. Lincoln Logs. Wow. That shows you how old Frank Lloyd Wright was. Yeah. Pre-Lego. All right, now this is a little later, 1973 on this toy. And this is like the one that I might not have had. I think this is the one toy I didn't have. Wind it up and let chaos ensue. I have seen like people make successful YouTube channels based on this toy. It crashed more than it landed, but that was fun. The fun part of it. It's based on a real-life daredevil complete with cape. Kids launched him off of homemade ramps into certain doom. Yeah. Well, so King, you're onto it though. There, you're onto it. And yes, Stuart, you're onto it. Does anybody know what the formal name for this toy is? It is the Evil Knievel something something. Evil Knievel something something. Yeah. Yeah, close enough. Stunt bike. Okay, that's close. Evil Knievel Stunt Cycle is the official name. This toy sold millions, especially after Knievel's failed Snake River Canyon jump aired on live TV. Do you guys remember that? That was in that era where they were doing all these live events. Did you see Evil's little Caesar Palace one where he wiped out? Woo. Anyway. Evil Knievel. There you go. All right, number 10. So I know you guys have been trying for this one too all night. I've seen this answer up there a few times. Pegs and patterns lit the way to bedtime masterpieces. Push a peg in the right hole and suddenly it glows. You could spell your name, make a rainbow, or recreate Starry Night. Sort of. Making things with light was more than a slogan. It was pure magic. Yes, okay. You guys know. You guys know. Rhombus, did you guys have one of these? You know, I'm not sure I ever had one of these. I think I did. Maybe my sister had one. Which, you know, kind of meant I had one. You know how that works. I haven't seen my sister on the show in a long time. Speaking of my sister, Susan. I don't know if you guys remember Susan on the show. She hasn't been on in a while. What's up with that? A glowing art toy with colored pegs and backlit brilliance. Yeah, you know, if your brother or sister had one. Light bright, of course, is correct. You guys know. Yeah. Very cool. Had to keep all those pieces though, right? You lose those pieces. Not good. Now, I definitely had this next one. Love this one. Tiny cars, epic speed, unstoppable fun. Loops, jumps, and crashes were the daily commute. Collectors today, racers back then. Yeah, we used them to race. We didn't. Who knew about collecting these things? Matchbox had the realism, but Hot Wheels brought the stunt show. That's right, Matchbox originally, right? I had a bunch of those too. And then Hot Wheels. Die-cast cars and customizable tracks for endless race play. Yeah, these are the Hot Wheels. And Matchbox cars were the predecessor to Hot Wheels. And, you know, Matchbox were more just to collect. And you could roll them, right? You could roll Matchbox, but they weren't made to race on tracks like Hot Wheels. Early models were tested with orange track loops and gravity ramps. Physics never looked so fun. Yeah, this is fun. I used to have you'd race the cars and keep the points. Oh yeah, I remember for sure. All right, top eight. Now, I don't think I had this next one. I don't know. Let's see if you guys did. Knock them down, they'll pop back up. Smiling. The laws of physics made adorable. It was adorable. That's probably why I didn't have it. Great for toddlers with a grudge. But you could knock them down and they pop back up. Their theme song got stuck in your head forever. I guess the advertisement had a theme song. I don't remember. You know it. You guys know this one. So Rhombus, you're not quite correct. And Stuart, you're not quite correct, but very close. Yes. We're going to give Stuart credit on that. And, you know, Rama's pretty much at it. This is Weebles. Weebles. Weebles, not Weevils. Aren't Weevils like little insects? Like you don't want to have Weevils in the house, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. Egg-shaped toys that wobble but don't fall down. Does anybody know the song? The untippable design was clever combo of weight distribution and pure play psychology. There you go, Weeble Wobbles. Weeble Wobbles. Yes. Top 7. Here we go, number 7. Now, this one has an unusual name. I don't know what else to say about it, other than no noise, no batteries, just pure imagination. They didn't light up or make sounds, but they built cities. Smooth, stackable, and oddly satisfying. Your skyscraper, your rules. Wooden blocks in classic shapes for creative construction. Now, I definitely had a bunch of these. And they're kind of showing the different shapes and different piles here in the picture. But does anybody know the actual name of this product? The toy product? Yeah. I can't sing the Weeble Wobble song. I don't know it. If I did, I'm pretty good at the Gilligan's Island though. If you want Gilligan's Island song, I can do that one. Sit right back, and I'll tell you the tale of a fateful ship. But that's for another show. Anyway, these were called creative playthings, wood building blocks. This toy was inspired by Montessori-style learning because sometimes simplicity is genius. Top 6. You'll know this next one. Believe it or not, this was invented in 1945. Sounds like a war thing. It walked downstairs with physics-defying grace. A coiled spring with cult status. Hypnotic, chaotic, and sometimes a tangled mess. Yeah, you guys know this one. Captain Bombas. Yeah, there you go. Part toy, part desk distraction for grown-ups. A metal or I used to play with these things. You can get it to go all the way down the stairs, right? And the really cool thing is if you can get it to go around corners and stuff, right? Part toy, a metal, or later they were in plastic. I don't think I ever had a plastic one. That doesn't sound as fun. The first Slinky sold out in under 2 hours at Gimbel's department store in Philadelphia. There you go, Slinky. You guys have one of those? Anybody remember that? Slinky. I think I got it for my kids. I had it as a kid, and then I think I bought it for my kids. So there you go. Were they dangerous? I don't know. It looks like it could be dangerous. I'm not sure. All right, 5 more. Top 5. I think you'll remember this. This is all the way back in 1947. It was built like tanks, driven like dreams. Perfect for backyard bulldozing and sandbox domination. These trucks could survive being accidentally launched off porches. The official vehicle of childhood demolition crews. Heavy-duty metal trucks made for rough and tumble play. There you go. You guys know this. Rumba, Stuart, Pippin. You guys have these? I definitely had a few Tonka trucks. Tonka trucks, yeah. They were tough, you know. You still had them years later. You know, the backhoe ones, sometimes the mechanisms would go down a little, but, you know, like the dump trucks, those last forever. Tonka's original motto, built to last. Turns out they weren't kidding. Yeah, some of them are still around, right? Yeah, you had one? Yeah. And you know, the grandkids have it today. Yeah, backhoes in the sandbox, right? All right, top four. Here we go. Now, this one started with real potatoes. Pop in the eyes, a mustache, or maybe an ear on his head. Now, yeah, so do you remember the real potato thing? All you got was in the little kit, in the little game you bought, all you got was the pieces. You didn't get like the potato body. You had to use your own potato. Do you remember that? I definitely do. Mr. Potato Head. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't originally get the body. You had to use your own potato. I don't know how many years that was, but I think quite a few years. I don't think you got your plastic body until like the 80s. Mix and match face parts originally designed for real produce. Yes. The original kits didn't include a plastic potato, just parts. That's right. Yeah. We needed the picture of the real potato, though. Oh, well. Okay, top three toys from the 60s and 70s and before. Pre-80s. Here we go. Now, this gal could be anything. A doctor, a pilot, even an astronaut. Her wardrobe was bigger than most actual closets. Now, the original ones weren't astronauts or doctors, though. They were more classic women roles. I'm going to get myself in trouble. Inspired countless dollhouses, dramas, and fashion shows. Now we're on the track. Some loved her, some debated her. Everyone knew her. Yes, everyone knew her. A fashion doll that opened new worlds of role play for kids. Yes. Does anybody know Barbie's full name? Does anybody know Barbie's full name? 1959. 1959. She had a full name. I bet you don't know. Talk about a bit of trivia. Yeah. Barbie's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm going to trust the robots on this. Yeah, Barbie doll. I think that's it. Okay, top two. Here we go. I think you know them both. Tiny bricks, infinite possibilities. Here's the key clue for this one. Step on one barefoot. Legendary pain. Yes. Have you guys stepped on one? Like in the middle of the night? Yes. From castles to spaceships, you built what you dreamed. The instruction book was a suggestion. Your brain was the blueprint. Interlocking plastic bricks for boundless creative construction. Yes, Legos. Who's been to Legoland? You guys, anybody been to Legoland in Southern California? Carlsbad, California. Legoland. Nobody stepped on one? Yeah, Sandra has. Yeah, painful. Lego comes from the Danish legot, meaning play well. Okay, the Danish. I'm Danish. In case you didn't notice. I don't really sound that Danish. All right. Let's see. You guys told me this one has a different name in the UK. The original action figure that sparked heroic imagination. Fought battles, rescued hostages, and never skipped leg day. He wasn't a doll. He was a mission-ready soldier. He's not a doll. He spawned cartoons, comics, and generations of backyard warfare. A fully articulated soldier that revolutionized boys' toys. There you go. Action Man. Yes. Or G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, Action Man, introduced the term action figure to avoid dreaded D word. The clever marketing wins the war. Yeah, he's not a doll. Not a doll at all. Not a doll at all. I don't know. I had a few of those. Okay. All right. Well, we had some fun tonight. The band was all back together. I appreciate that. Always fun to get the band all together. Sorry for those who missed the first round. You'll have to go back and watch it on replay. Now, we will be doing something fun, I promise, again on Sunday. No more difficult architectural history rounds. I have learned my lesson. Yeah. All right, take it easy. I have a compilation of the Saturday Night Live top Saturday Night Live stars. So if you enjoy that, I'm going to play that right now and say goodnight. And I'm going to go enjoy Arena's birthday party with the grandkids. So see you later.